Hey everybody, Shane Cass here with Keller Williams and Stanton Residential. Coming to you today with some information on market timing, seasonality in real estate. A question I get asked a lot is when is the best time to list my house? And a lot of sellers automatically think that that's the summer months. And if they're thinking about this in November, December, that they shouldn't do it. So I wanted to give you some actual data behind that and kind of jump into these numbers and sort of paint the picture for whether or not that really is the case, right? So gonna look at a couple slides here. Myth number one: the winter market dies. A lot of people think that you just can't do anything in real estate in the winter months. I mean, they think this nationally, but especially here in Bend. A lot of people just assume that they should not list their house in January or December or anything like that. And I don't really believe that. If you look at the data, these are the all the homes sold in Bend over the last 12 months. So we're looking at the number of sales by month. So in January, there were 141 successful closings, over 4 homes sold every single day in the winter months. Serious buyers are out all year round. So buyers don't usually wait until June or July to go out and look at houses. There might be more of them in June or July, but there's also a lot more listings, and that's a key thing to think about if you're a seller. So kind of trading speed for competition, perhaps. Like if you are listing in May or June when there are more buyers out there, you're also listing with everybody else and you have more competition, buyers have more to choose from, and you might be even more aggressive to get your house sold, right? So inventory definitely picks up in the summer, and so do sales, but sales do not go away in the winter months. There's less to choose from if you're a buyer, which is better for you as a seller, right? So I don't think that you have to wait until the summer necessarily to sell if you don't want to, and these numbers sort of point out the reasons why. So if you look overall, there's really only the lowest month is January, and everything else is pretty much hovering around 200 sales a month, which with a couple of months in June and September where they're kind of peaking up. So that's myth number one. Winter market does not die. Prices drop in winter. That's what a lot of people think. That's not really the case either. In January, you saw median pricing of 705,000 in Bend, and April was 702, right? So May prices or median prices jumped way up, but I think that's probably kind of an anomaly. We still do live in a pretty small community. If a couple of $5 million or $10 million crazy luxury places sell, it's really going to drive that median price up. So this isn't about like market conditions and all of a sudden like a huge $100,000 jump in appreciation from March to May. It's more about the houses that did sell in May were probably just more expensive than the houses that sold in March, and it's kind of an anomaly. But what I'm seeing mostly from here is pretty consistent, between that 700 and 725 mark overall for the course of the year. So values are going to remain pretty predictable across all the seasons. No fire sales required if you're going to jump in December. In fact, if you look at December, median sales prices were up quite a bit more than they were in March, right? So that's indicative of a pretty healthy market even in the winter. So the key takeaways I think for people is to think of inventory, what that means to you. Like if you're a seller selling in June or July, you're selling with everybody else because so many people just automatically think this is when I'm going to sell my house. This is when it's nicest. It's not cold. There's more people out looking. But there are buyers that are active in the winter months. And if you are listing during those times, there's less competition, making it more attractive to you as a seller. You have a better chance of selling your house if there's 5 similar homes on the market versus 20 similar homes on the market, right? So that's my quick analysis of days on market and seasonality in Bend. If you have any questions, just give me a call, 503-810-2723, or email me anytime. Be happy to dive into your specific area, neighborhood, or anything, and just kind of give you the detailed market analysis for that. So thanks a lot for watching. All right.